Hello. How's everybody doing? Hope everyone's having a great start to their day, or whenever you're watching this. I hope you're doing well. My name is Sean Miller, Hipster Viz Ninja, current 3-time Tableau Visionary, and this is Data to Dashboard Workout Wednesday edition. I do this every single Friday at this time, and this is recorded live Friday, June 7th, 10 a.m. CDT. So, what this is, if you're new to this channel or new to this video, what this is basically I go from Data to Dashboard in Tableau Desktop, and I complete the current week's Workout Wednesday challenge. Basically, we go from start to finish, or as far as I can go in an hour, and we talk about Tableau. We talk about what Tableau is and what it does and why it does the things it does and how you can get better at that. So, let's talk about this. So, let's get into it. Let's go. Let's do hex today. And I'll move. Woo, not that. There we go. We'll move this guy over here. There we go. Turn off my notifications. There we go. Okay, here we go. So, we're building a manually overwrite a value with parameters and DZV. DZV is dynamic zone visibility. So, essentially what you can see here is we have, okay. So as I'm clicking on different subcategories, I can see the a trend line. If I were to bump this up to like 36, yeah, okay. All right, neat, cool, okay. So essentially what we're doing is we're selecting different categories. We have a table showing category, subcategory, and average discount. And then we've got this parameter button, or this parameter input, that is going to allow you to overwrite the value from which you have inputted in here. Now, and then from there you'd be able to calculate a new trend line if that were actually going to be your new discount, right? Percentage for that particular item. How would your trend line change, right? So all of that's going to be relatively easy, I believe. I say relatively because, again, if you're new to this channel or new to this series that I do here, I have not looked at this challenge. I do not know anything about it except for what I'm going through right now. So I'm doing this completely blind. So I have ideas. We don't know. Sometimes those ideas don't really pan out, and we have to get kind of creative with things. So anyway, let's jump into it here. Let's get Tableau Public opened, Tableau Public Desktop, and we'll load in Superstore data, and we'll kind of start the process here. You can see over here. Let's talk while we're waiting for Tableau Desktop to open. Let's talk about the requirements. So we're going to build a table of category, subcategory, and average discount. We're going to create a KPI chart with sales. We're going to create a line chart of sales by month, and then we're going to put everything together in a dashboard. That's what this is, right? So this is a sheet, this is a sheet, and this is a sheet. All right, allow the user to overwrite the average discount for a single subcategory. The value should update in the table. Enable the end user to select the subcategory from the table itself. The user input box should move to be in line with the selected subcategory. The user input box should not be visible when no subcategory is selected. Calculate the updated sales value in blue based on the new subcategory value plus the percent difference from the original sales value in gray. Plot the updated sales value blue on the same line, on the same axes as the original sales value. Fix the axes of the line chart so that the gray line never moves. And for the formatting, clean up any additional. Okay, cool. All right, so let's do this one thing at a time. All right, so let's do Microsoft Excel. And just make sure, yeah, I need to go back here, and this is Tableau repository 24.1. There it is. Okay, so we're connecting to the data source. We're getting everything loaded up. We're just looking at orders, which is our dimension, our fact table. And then we're going to select this. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do category, subcategory, and I'll hold down my Alt Option key on a Mac keyboard, and I will drag out discount to text. I'll get the context menu, and I'll select average discount. I will also set the default number format for that to 1 decimal place. Yep. There we go. Okay. And then I also need to add subtotals. So analysis, totals, add subtotals. There we go. Let's format and paint the totals a gray color. And we will remove row banding. There we go. So that is essentially, that's the table, right? So table. While we're here, before we do anything else, let's create our parameter here. We are going, this will be our discount overwrite. It'll be it'll actually be an integer. And if we select this, our default is going to be 3. Okay. And we want this to be, we want the number format actually to be a number, no decimal places, but we want to add, or 1 decimal place. Let's do that, 1 decimal place. And we will suffix it with a % sign. So I'm going a little bit, I'm going over the, I'm going over the requirements, right? So it just has 3. So I'm going to go ahead and do the number format so that it actually, again, kind of re-emphasizes what you're doing in the dashboard, right? Now, so we'll click OK. Now we need to bring that in to a calculated field. And what it's going to be, this is going to be the this will be the new discount, and that's just going to be the discount overwrite divided by 100. Now, the reason that I did divided by 100 because I put it as an integer. All right, so it's actually going to be like, so when the first one is 3.0, so it's actually 3, and then but I actually need to divide that by 100 so that it's actually 3% that will match kind of what's in here, right? So that's, but the nice thing about doing it this way is now the people, end users, don't have to remember when they update this value. Here, I'll move my head here. When they update this value here, right, they don't have to remember to put in the decimal place. They just put in the number they want, and Tableau will do the switching on the back end, right? So that's just something to kind of think about and remember when it comes to parameters. You can kind of allow your end user to have an easy go of it. Okay. So now that's in here. So now I think I'm going to need a parameter, another parameter, and this is going to be basically what is the selected. So this is I'm just going to call it p subcat, and it's going to be a string value. I'll just leave it 1 for right now because we'll build in a parameter action in order to get that. And what we'll do is now we'll create a calculated field, and this will be the this will be the this will be the subcat overwrite, and that's going to be if p subcat equals subcategory, then new discount, else discount, and then I'll wrap, and then just so that we have all the aggregations taken, and we know that we're doing an average of that. Okay, so let's see how this is working here. Right, and I need to do this as a number format, default format, percentage, 1 decimal place. Now, what we have done so far is these are matching values, right? And that makes sense because I'll put our parameter here, and I'll move it over here so that you guys can see it. So my head's not covering it. There we go. Right, subcategory is not 1 as a string value is not a subcategory in our data. Therefore, we don't see any changed values. But watch what happens when I change this to art. Right? So our parameter is now going to equal this subcategory. Therefore, I should see this percentage change to 3%. Let's see if that works. There it is. Right? So that works. That's working. So that's good. So now what I need to do is, the way that I did that is I just did it by typing. So the way that we are going to do that as an action is we'll create an action, and it will be a change parameter action, and this will be the this will be the action subcategory. And it's going to work on the table dashboard or the table sheet. Target parameter is subcategory, the source field is subcategory, and the aggregation is none. And when we clear the selection of on that sheet, we want to set the value back to 1. So now let's make sure it works. Let's select fasteners, and hopefully 3% should go into this value. There it is. Okay. Now, as you can see, so it's 3% now, but whenever I deselect it, it goes back to 7.1. Now let's change this to 15%. There we go. All right. Yep, 15. There we go. Okay. Let's see. And all right, so that's working. We've got everything working so far. So this is good. So this is our table. Now we're going to go create our KPIs. All right, our total sales. How are we? All right, let's look at that. Let's do So that is the total sales there. 534. So we need to, so if I do, more discount, I should see that continue there. But if I do less discount, I should see it. Okay, so how in the world are they calculating the... How does she want us to calculate this new sales? All right. The calculate the updated sales value based on this subcategory discount value and the percent difference from the original sales value. Okay. Let me think about this. Okay, so we have okay, so now we're thinking something like so we need to take the if P subcat equals subcat, then return the sales and we're going to multiply that we're going to sum it and trying to think here. We're going to multiply that by the new discount. And right, so this will be new subcat sales with discount. All right, let's do this. Let's do this real quick. I'm going to duplicate this and I'm going to do but I also want sales on here. Okay. So now if I do, okay, so that okay, so I think that's what they want, right? They want the new subcategory sales with discount is going to be, so you can see how, all right, so new subcategory with sales. Okay, so I've done that. Now I need to create another field that says, like, if nope, if p subcat equals subcategory, then sales and sum that minus the new subcat sales with discount. And we need to sum this. Okay. Click apply. Oh. Okay, so I think what we need to do is, because so what we need to do here is we're going to change things up a little bit. So we're actually going to, adder, then sum sales minus new else sum sales. So I'm doing an aggregation inside the if as opposed to on the outside, because I want to return the new value. I want to return 176 here, but I want to return all of the other values on the other rows. And the only way to do that, there we go, perfect. I love it when a plan comes together. Okay, so now, so this will be new sales. And I don't need this in here anymore. You can see these numbers change, right? So what we're going to do now is we are going to create a calculated field that is the total sum of sales. This is the OG total sales, and we'll duplicate this, and we'll do the new total sales, and that will be new sales. Okay. I'll be right back. So it's school day, or it's summer school, and well, school's out, I should say. School's out, so I got kids at home. So that's what that break was. Okay. Oh, we don't need this. Yeah, we don't need to aggregate. It's already been aggregated. New sales level dealer cannot attain. Okay. Let's just do total then. Argument to sum is already an aggregate. Okay. The input cannot. What? Okay. How about window sum? My goodness. There we go. New total sales, new sales. This is the new total sales. So we'll do OG here, and that's going to put that. And then new total sales goes here. And it, yep, that makes sense. But then when I do it this way, okay, it is changing. But my subtotals are not. I guess it doesn't really matter. Because if I were to, well, I have to. I've got to figure this out again. Not that one. It's got to be. All right. So I need to go figure out this because this adder is throwing things off. Okay, so let's do this. Yep, and it's going to be mad because all right. The if p subcategory equals subcategory, then what? What do we want to do? Well, we want to take we want to find the sales. And sum that. Multiplied by the new discount. Right? That's going to give us that. That's going to only enter that row, right? So now trying to think here because this is an interesting little challenge here. So if the subcategory, I mean, still this is, I think I need to let's do I need to do something else here. I need to do this fixed let's do, look at this again. It's again, it has to do with that attribute. Okay. Let me think. Okay. Well, I think it'll still work because I'm going to be, yeah. So let's do this. New sales, subcat override, subcat override. But if I change this to binders, yeah. You see my new total. Let's do. So it changes. Here. If I remove it, it goes back to normal, and the reason it goes back to normal is because I don't have because this new total sales is a window sum, and because I'm taking that level of detail out, I'm not able to this total cannot. I've got to figure out a way to do this new total sales as and I can't do it this way, I don't think. Cannot contain table calculations or the adder function. Okay, and I did that here. Because I did that here. Because and I have to aggregate it. Right? I have to aggregate it because that's how I get. Now, like, all right, let's try this. Fixed on order ID. Some sales. So far so good, I think. Okay. Yeah, but 3 million isn't right. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Because the discount, let's look at this. Is the discount at the order ID or is it at the product? You know what I mean? Like, that's the question. Is the discount applied to the product or is it applied to the, I thought it was, that's still not right. See, 3 million is not right. What am I missing here? Yeah. Okay. All right. I know that this works. So now I just need to figure out how to get, like, these things are working, right? Now it's just a matter of how do I isolate, how do I get this, I know how to do this number as a fixed level of detail. I don't know, because if we do add totals, no, that's not even working either. Because as you can see here, this number doesn't update. So that's essentially what I need to get to, is I need to be able to isolate this number when something is selected. And so if I do, let's go to something like, right, so, got it, okay, so, new total sales is window sum of new sales. And I can't do, yeah. And the only reason I have to do this is because I have got this silly attribute function in there. There's something so simple that I'm missing here. I don't do this often, but sometimes when it's okay to peek. No, that's not the right one. There. Sum of sales, some sales after discount adjusted. Yes, that's the one. If subcategory equals subcategory, then sales before discount multiplied by that. Sales divided by 1 minus discount. What? Okay. Sales before discount. Oh. Got it. That makes sense. That's pretty snazzy. Okay. All right, let's do this. So basically what she's doing is she is isolating. She's saying, okay, take the sales and divide it by 1 minus the new discount. Yeah. So that makes sense. Yep. So then what she's able to do is new sales. Yeah, which is just right. Yeah, that's pretty good. So you basically back into your data. So now it's if subcategory equals p subcategory, then return the sales before discount multiplied by the new discount. Else sales and sum that and now you can do and now your new total sales is the fixed sum of new total sales. Oh, of new sales. And that's already been aggregated. So we have new total sales here, which they'll be equal, but when you do that, now they're different. And so now you can remove subcategory. You can remove subcategory. And now when I come in here and I put in binders, I have two different values, which means I can do a percent change, which is new total sales nope, it's gonna be new total sales minus OG total sales divided by OG total sales. Percent change calculation is current minus previous divided by previous. So that's going to be the percent change, the percent delta, the percent discount delta. Percent delta. Number format as a percentage. Yep. And then when you do nothing, it's 0%. So then you can do if equals, well, if subcategory equals p subcategory, then else null. Right? So you have nothing. And we'll do number format, custom, get the little triangle in here. And now when you select, when I do binders, something's not right there. Is that because it's, and then I'll take, oh yeah, that's why it's summed. Okay, so I'll take the min of that. There we go. Yeah. There we go. All right, cool. Cool. All right. Yeah, nice tip there, Prasad. We can just do the new divided by old minus 1. That's good. That's a good tip. Okay. Cool. I think we have everything we need now. Let's go here. Let's get out of this. By 2 decimal places. Okay. Delta. I'm not going to do that. All right. Sales. New sales. So, the other thing that I just did is I wanted to remove the blue highlighting that shows up there. And I can get rid now. I can get rid of this. Well, no, not that. I want to get rid of this. All right. I want to get rid of that blue highlighting that happens over the value. So we'll just do that. All right. Now what? Oh, yeah. So there's this. We need to do that. We need to center. We need to do entire view. We'll do sales. Sales. 15. And then we'll do percent delta. Actually, you know what I think I can do is number format. If it's 0, just put a space in there and it'll go away. That's a nice little tip. Trick there. All right, we need to, let's see, we need to have new total sales. But we need to have new total sales only show up when if p sub equals sub then end. There we go. Now it's no longer there. And then we'll move this guy over here. And we want this guy to be a little bit bigger. We'll make him size 20. Make it bold and blue. There we go. This will be KPI. Okay. And now we need to do the trend chart. So let's do that. Let's do by order month. Oop. Continuous order month. We have new sales. And we have sum of sales. That'll be a dual axis. And we know that we also want to fix the axes. I don't even think we have, what do we have? Yeah, okay, month. That can stay, that can go there. We'll get rid of this guy. New sales will be gray. Old sales will be blue. Oh, this way. There we go. Subcategory. There we go. Yep. Cool. All right. Okay, so now we have the trend. Oh yeah, this is min. New total sales is min. Yep. There we go. Okay, so now let's put this all on a dashboard. And then I think, well, we'll do a horizontal here, placeholder, table, get rid of this one. And then we'll do a vertical here. And KPI. All right. There we go. Now we didn't, I did not get to, that's right. So now I didn't get to the point where we make this box appear in here. But if you go back and look at Donna Cole's challenge from a couple weeks ago, where she, where we inputted a table, or we did the exact same thing, but with different elements, where we had things like you clicked on a subcategory, and then right below that it opened up a detail bar chart, and then you did that so on and so forth around it. So go check that out, and that's how I would approach going about doing this, to get that dynamic level of discount, or that dynamic positioning of the discount over right there. That's how I would do that. But we got there. I do have to run to a meeting because life goes on, right? Work goes on. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed that. There was a lot to learn in this challenge, besides just the dynamic zone visibility, which I didn't get to. I apologize for that, but hopefully you learned a little bit along the way. I will obviously finish this up and then get it published out to my Tableau public. So with that, thank you so much. My name is Sean Miller, Hipster Viz Ninja. Like that sign says right there, we are data people. Go forth and viz.